Hello everyone and welcome. It's Shanna. I'm so glad you're here today. Now I'm excited. I have been working with some of these products from Cat Scrappiness and awaiting the release so that I could bring them to my channel. And today they are releasing, and so I'm going to begin making some videos for my channel. So this is Cat Scrappiness, and this is called the Easter Bunny Shaker Craft Ice, and this is the cutest. I was fortunate enough I got to do the introduction on the Cat Scrappiness channel for this particular product, and I love it. So we're just going to dig right in and get started. Now, it's not the best time of day to be crafting in my craft room because I've got some sunshine on my desk, which I love, but it's kind of hard to craft with. But my husband went to work out, and we're going to go do some shopping later, and I thought I'm just going to get this cranked out. So I'm using these little trays from the Dollar Tree. They're stackable. I've got 3 of them that I can put my projects in and work with them. So I'm just going to get started on this. And first off, let's go ahead and build our little shaker base and get it going, and we'll go from there. Now you have these circles that cut out of here that you can save for something else. And I am saving these because I do a lot of Kinder's card challenges, and I can use these circles for those challenges. So anyway, I've got the head, the feet, and then I've got the decorative pieces that are going to go there. So I'm going to just pull up my squeaky chair, and I'm going to sit down. We're going to get gluing on these. I think I'm going to use my little tiny bottle for this, and then I can just get right in there and see. Need to clean off the tip. Okay. So we'll just get these. Now I've got it stuck on my finger. We'll just get these glued together and layered up, and then we'll begin building our shaker. This is so cute, and this is really all you need on your A2 size card because it's a good size. Now, I don't think I've gotten my acetate ready. So before I glue this one on, I'm going to grab my acetate because I'm going to put it underneath my top layer. Okay, so I've got my piece of acetate, and I'm going to get it laid down underneath that top layer. So I am just going to, I'm going to go ahead and use some glue, and I'm going to try and stay away from the edge so that hopefully it won't seep through. And in addition to that, I think I've got a piece of scrap here that I cut this out of. I'm just going to rub my paper across there and just kind of spread it out a little bit so it's not all goopy there. And we'll do it like that. And then we'll just take our acetate and we'll get it laid down on here. And I'm going to have to probably trim this down a little bit. So I'm just going to grab these fine scissors and just trim it. I did use the circle die that die cuts out the back panel that goes on there, but it doesn't cut through my acetate very well. I think I need to put a piece of paper underneath it to get it to cut through better. I just didn't do that. Okay, so just trimming that up. Looks like I got a little bit more over here I want to get. All right, that's better. Okay, now we'll go ahead and let's just lay the glued, well, I'm going to want to do it over here. So I'm going to go around this, just this outer edge here. I'm going to use that stitched line to kind of keep me on there. And that way it won't seep through on that acetate that I've already laid down. Now there's a little piece of that acetate. I need to get that out of here. Okay. So the house is quiet. Like I said, my husband's at the gym, so I thought I would seize the moment and just do a video and just talk while I'm crafting and not have to do a voiceover since I have a quiet house. So I'm just going to get this lined up on here really well, hopefully. There we go. Let's try and get it all lined up nice and neat. Excuse me. And I'll just bring my acrylic block in and just set it on there. And then we'll start building our card base. Now I'm using this paper from Cat Scrappiness as well. It is called Bunny Hop. And I'll show you the cover sheet for it. And you get all of these colors in here. I'm going to link everything in the description box below. As well as I think I'll link the video where I introduced it on the Cat Scrappiness channel, so you can check that out as well. But I'm just going to do one layer on this particular one. I'm going to have a nice white edge around it. And then we'll have our white bunny laying on there. And our bunny's going to have some color to it, because I've cut my elements out in another piece of patterned paper that's quite fun. So this is going to be fun. Now, I'm still very raspy, so I apologize for my voice and the raspiness, but, you know, I keep my grandkids, and when you have little kids, they bring every little bug around that there is, and I'll have to edit out my coughing. So we've got that on there, and then we're going to start building all of our cutesy things. So I'm just going to bring this tray in here, and we'll put together our little feet, and we'll adorn our little bunny head. So I took this pattern paper here, and I die cut out the back of the feet, which I'll show you. These are the little back of the feet, and I just die cut them out. And then I did the front of the feet in the white, which I think is so cute. And then I did the ears in this. So we're gonna have some fun with that. Okay. So let's just get our little feet assembled. And I actually did 3 of the feet as well, because I kind of wanted them to be the same dimension as the head. So I did go ahead and do that. So we'll just get some glue on here. It's want to come out in large amounts, but it won't matter as much on here. And we'll just stack them up. I probably could have laid them down on the decorative layer and then assembled them, but I'm going to do it this way. So just try and get them lined up. All right, and then we'll get it laid down on our pattern paper. And then we're going to have to do another one, so there we go. That one went down real nice. Okay, so we'll just keep assembling, and I'll tell a little story. So yesterday I had my grandsons. Today is Friday, and I don't have them on Friday. I use Friday to make my appointments and to work at the church and that type of stuff, and just catch up on everything. And so they're not here. But yesterday I was reading a book. I think it's called 10 Little Ladybugs, that my grandson just loves. And we were reading it. And he was so excited, he was laughing and giggling. And he took off running after the book was over, and he fell and ran right into, I have a little kid's table and chair set. And he ran right into that and split his little forehead open and had a big old goose egg. And I just felt awful for him, but he's a big boy. He's a trooper. So he got over it pretty quickly, which I was thrilled, because Nana was worried. But so that's what happened yesterday. They were pretty full of energy yesterday. In fact, at lunchtime, or just before lunch, I texted my daughter and said, when you come home for lunch, I said, would you bring a size extra small and a small straight jacket? And she texted me back and said, what's going on? And I said, the usual. The youngest was getting into everything. He's a booger. Love him. So much fun. But he wanted to unplug the CO detector, and our lights are all on remote control. And he had the remote control and was turning all the lights on and off and just having a good old time. And so I was like, oh my gosh, it was crazy. But anyway, it was fun. So I'm going to use this. I am going to have to use this 2-inch foam strip to pop that up so that I'll have room for my sequins behind there. So I'm just going to take my anti-static powder tool, and this is from Cat Scrappiness as well. And I'm going to actually kind of get some powder down in there and just go around that. I probably should have done it after I laid the tape down. Hopefully that won't be a problem. I didn't go in the edge where I'm up at the tape, but I'm just going to take this 1/8 of an inch foam tape, and if you pull the back off of it, you can just maneuver this very easy. So you can just lay it down and it'll go in whatever shape you need it to go in. So that's what I'm doing. Whoops. Yeah, it's going to be fine. And I'm laying it more toward the edge. And I'm just going to circle around, and I think one strip is going to get it. So that's nice. And then I want to make sure I seal off that little, I need my non-stick scissors. I want to seal that off. And I'm a little bit short there. Figures. So I'm just going to take another little piece and I'll put it right there on the inside just to seal that off. Make sure none of that escapes. And then we're going to need some for the ears. So I'll just do it like that. I'm going to grab another piece. That should be good, I think. Actually, I should have left the cover on that, but that's all right. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, I pulled them all off, so I'm going to go ahead and pull that one off just so I don't forget about it. I'm gonna grab some sequins, which I didn't grab. I've got this Spring Has Sprung sprinkles, and it's got carrots and bunnies, and it the color's not exactly right for what I'm going to lay it on, I don't think. I think the orange kind of throws it off, but what I'm gonna do is dump it out, and I'm gonna be selective about which ones I choose so that I can use the Easter and have it still kind of match. So I think we don't have any orange in there. So unfortunately, I think I'm gonna pull out these orange carrots and I'll put them in this one. They're clay chips, and they're pretty easy to get a hold of. So you can see I'm kind of quickly grabbing them and getting them out of there so that I can use this sprinkle mix and not have that in there. Now I think there's one in there, oh maybe two. There we go. I think I'm going to leave just one in there. I think, oops, get that out of there. I think that'll be fun to just have one carrot in there, and I don't think it'll detract, you know, not, you know, make it, I don't think it'll stand out so much that it'll look like, oh, it doesn't match. I think with just one of them on there, it'll be super cute. And I just about lost my bow, so I'm moving that back. So I'm just going to pour these down in here. Ah, looks like I've got two in there. Let's just go ahead and get it. I think it's kind of fun just to have one, just as an element of surprise. And I think that should be enough for that. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my pattern paper and I'm going to try and lay it down on there real carefully. And that should work. And there we have all of our little sprinkles. And I've got some that are kind of stacked on each other. But I think it'll be all right because that'll keep them showing. So I think that is super cute. So let's just get to assembling. I need to put my bow on there, but I think what we'll do is let's go ahead and get it laid down on our card panel, and then we'll put the bow on there and put our feet on there and get it all looking super cute. Just going to put some glue on this just so I'll have some wiggle room. Okay, but I think I'm going to need to be able to put my feet on here. So I'm going to put them there, and that'll tell me how, because it takes the whole A2 size card for this. So I'm giving myself a little bit of room there and getting that laid down on there. And it might have been nice to have like a solid color panel behind it. And I think I'm going to do that. I think I have time. So let's just bring a solid panel and put behind there. So I'm just going to take, and this is 4.5 by 3.25, and I'm just going to go ahead and lay it down on there. And you can see this patterned paper is really a lot of fun. And we're going to go ahead and lay it down there. It's got some glue on there, but it'll be okay because I'm going to try and get that bunny laid in that same spot. I think that'll help break it up a little bit. Make sure I have room for my feet. And I don't mind that my feet are going to hang over. I think that'll be cute. I think that helps our shaker to kind of stand out a little bit more. I did do a double layer on the one that I did for the Cat Scrappiness channel. But I was thinking I wanted to do something different for this one, but I think I might lay them like that. I think that would be cute. Yeah, I've got my bow, so let's go ahead and get the bow on there before I get carried away and don't get my feet where I want them. Okay, so we've got our bow laid down, and I think it's sturdy now with those. And then I also want to pop my feet up because I've got my bunny popped up, and I'm not going to fool with that thin tape for that. So I'm just going to take a big piece. Actually, I have a little bit of that left from what I cut there. So I might slide something in the sides just to fill it up. Let's just do that, use it up. There we go. Now I won't have to worry about that strip falling off its little sheet and getting unsticky. And we used it. Okay, so I'm just going to grab this tool here and pull these little tiny ones off. All right. This one. Alrighty, so let's get our little feet laid down on here. And there we have it. Isn't that cute? I just think it's darling. Just a darling little set. So I'm also going to, I had this strip of this eggs left, and I'm going to glue it down on the inside, and then I won't have an extra little strip laying around my craft room waiting to be used. And we'll just lay it down on the inside of my card, and I think that'll be fun. All right, there's that. Now let me show you the card that I made for the Cat Scrappiness channel, just to give you a feel for different ways you can do it. So I did this one today, and then I did this one for the Cat Scrappy channel. And my sequins better matched my polka dot pattern paper that I had there. I could have brought, I was thinking I needed a brighter pink for this. I could have brought in these hot pink heart sprinkles, or even maybe this bright rainbow heart sprinkles. I think that could have looked really cute with that. I probably should have gone with this one. But I kind of wanted the ones that had the bunnies in it, so that's why I went with that one. And it's moving around real nicely now. But this one's really cute. I used these stitched scallop rectangle die layering dies for this one, and I think it turned out really cute. This one is kind of my color. Oh, and I forgot. Let's do that real quick. I have the adornment for the bow on this one, and I actually took some hot pink, and so that we'd have a little bit of interest there, and I need to put that on there. I think I maybe needed another cup of coffee or two this morning. Missed that. Anyway, so here are two cards that you could do, but this one is more my color tone, but I thought it'd be fun just to use some of that pattern paper and showcase some of that, so that's fun. And I like that once I added the blue, and this blue, I don't know if you could tell, but it has like little bows on it, which kind of goes nicely with the bow that's on there. But isn't this darling? So I hope you liked it. I know it took a minute. I'll try to edit some of the down for the time, but thanks for watching and have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye now.